Peter Gilmore here. I don't know what the fuck I just did, but I think I hit something. I was gonna actually go live like 5 minutes ago, and then for some odd reason I hit go live, and it said it wouldn't. It was like spinning. So I thought my internet went off, but it's not. Thankfully, it didn't. But anyway, we are live, motherfuckers. We are live once again, right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching on video number 2 on your 2 for Wednesday, February the 8th, 2023. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. I'm Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. And if you didn't, well, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! Oh, sorry. So we'll go to video number 2 right here on this Wednesday, late Wednesday night, February 8th, 2023. Or if you're now watching on the replay, it is now February the 9th, 2023. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and all my other channels, which are down there in my pants. Go look here. If you want to look, if you're a lady, you have to look. If you're a guy, get out of here. But I digress. But subscribe to my channels down below and follow me on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, get the fuck out off my social media channels and get a fucking life. You obsessed fucking whores. Because most of you, I know there's a few that really need to get off my dick, because you need to get off. I mean, and go find some other dick to ride, because this ride is closed for you people now. You have to be this tall to get on my ride. But it is what it is. But your mom and your girlfriends and your grandma and your aunts are, all on my dick, so why not? But I digress. Anyway, so like the video, subscribe to my channels, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, like I said, get off. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically, treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. If you do, then unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again, do all that shit again. And hopefully Susan and her team of monkeys will send out my videos to you so you can watch them. Or if you're still not getting them, then search my name, and hopefully you'll find one of my channels. And when you do that, go to my other channels so you can subscribe to them again, or whatever you got to do. So if you want to see my videos so much because you love me so much, all you people, all you people love me so much, especially you boring as fuck trolls that have no life and no job, and if you do have a job, you don't focus on it. And it is what it is. But you go to my channel, go to my video section, my latest videos are there. Even my shorts, which I may be getting into now, because I did so well with my last short, which I did yesterday, about funny doctor story. Still climbing up the charts right now, getting close to 450 views, 50 hits in almost 2 days. That's pretty damn good. Hopefully we can get that a little bit more up. Hopefully maybe hit 1,000 by next week. But take it as I come. What is what it is. But we move on. We move on with there. And I got a few really weird comments from weird people. Okay, but it's fine. It's fine, I'm not going to block you or anything. I just find it weird. But okay, some of the comments I got were weird. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's not from assholes, that basically have no lives and disguise themselves as fake accounts of dead people or family members or, ridiculous, stupid, celebrities, It is what it is. I mean, use your real account. Don't come on my channel with a fake fucking account, because I'll just block you immediately. Get a fucking life. And that's it. But anyway, so we got all that. So like, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. And if you like the content, then leave a comment if you want, or hit that thumbs up button. Stick it straight up all the freaking skeptics and haters' ass. So that's where it belongs. Stick it up Susan's twat too, because she's a cunt. But I digress. All right, we move on from there. All right, hope you had a great Wednesday, everybody. Like I said in my last video, I had a really up and down day, but I got through it. Minus the shit that happened this morning with the supposed to go for a sonogram, and the freaking sonogram place screwed up, and then my doctor's office screwed up, so a little hectic today. Got really mad at the receptionist at the sonogram place. Got mad at the receptionist at my doctor's office, and I wasted $29 on Uber going there and coming back. Not $48. That's $29 both ways, but going there was like $17, which was crazy because it was like 8:30 in the morning. And then getting back, it was like 9, it was like almost 10 o'clock. Like 9:15, 9:30, it was like 11. Really, it was $11, but stupid wait time it cost me $12. Stupid. But thankfully, I'm getting a refund from my doctor. Thanks. But now I have to go next Friday, so I fasted for nothing. Thankfully, I had a big lunch and a big dinner to fill my body up. Now I have a big, nice big jug of well, it would be Pepsi or Coke. I wish it was Pepsi, but I got it from Burger King, because I don't have much in the house. And Rose is not feeling well. She didn't really cook today, so I decided to eat out. So, but that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough about that bullshit. Grab a cold one, pull up your seat, strap in, because we got a bumpy ride going on. So, it's after 1 a.m., it's 1:17 in the morning on this late Wednesday night, or wherever you may be on the replay, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, or even Friday if you're in Japan. Japan, as always, #1 forever. We got that. And that's it. All right, everybody, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for watching here on the channel, and right now on video number 2, it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite! I like saying it, Dynamite, like Jimmy J. Walker of Good Times. Dynamite! Review for February 8th, 2023. From the County Coliseum in El Paso, Texas. Scared them Cowboys that night. Yeah, those fans in El Paso, Texas, they were red hot. There was a little bit of a lull. And then right around the Bryan Danielson whoosh match, they woke the fuck up, and they were into the matches all night. Even the beginning of the show, they were red hot. Then the show kind of went, and then right around the Bryan Danielson whoosh match, they were like into it the entire night, all the way up to the main event, which was the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys for the AEW tag team belts, which didn't end so well, and the fans were like, "What?" I didn't like that booking, by the way. I did not like it. I was thinking something else would happen besides pace. I knew there would probably be a title change, but I thought it would happen differently than what it did happen. But we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, tonight's show I thought it was pretty good. Wrestling-wise, great. Some of the segments were kind of, what the fuck? Especially that MJF segment. What? But it had a point. And it was a very weird point. Just made MJF look like he was a murderer. He told the story about committing murder. I mean, like, what? Was this a promo? You're actually admitting to committing murder. Now, some of the cops might get after you now there, MJF. But it was a storyline! Right. Okay. But in any event, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. It's late, and, yeah. I'm tired as fuck as it is, and I want to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow. Something half few people don't do. But something you do work, and then you focus on YouTube while you're at work. I don't do that shit. So I'm not on YouTube when I'm at work. Oh, I can prove that. No, you can't. No, you can't, because you don't know what hours I work. But I digress on that. Alright, so we start off the show, and our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the legend, the very evil and very legend, wait for it, the very legendary man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone, and the man from Red Hook Brother, Taz. Red Hook Brother. Alright. Also had Renee Paquette and Lexi Nair in the back doing the guys. And interviewing. So we got that. Alright, so we're a few weeks away, about 3 weeks away from the first AEW pay-per-view of the year. That's March the 5th from the Cow Palace in actually not the Cow Palace, sorry, the Chase, where is it? Chase something. I thought it was the Cow Palace, but it's not the Cow Palace. Well, it's from San Francisco, California. Let's put it that way. I think it's Chase Field, not Chase Field, Chase State, whatever it is. But anyway, AEW Revolution 2023, or Revolution 5. I think it's 4 or 5. But the first pay-per-view of the year, and really, you got 3 with Tony Khan. Wake up, dude. You got 3 weeks left, and as of now, you had no matches for the show. And you were building towards one. And now you finally got that one with Bryan Danielson winning the 5-match gauntlet to face MJF in that 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World title. That match is now official, thank the Lord. So we got 1 match done. Hopefully we'll get some more matches announced on Rampage. But next week, we got to start formulating some matches there, Tony. We're not going to wait till March the 3rd, I should say. And then we only have maybe 3 matches on the card. And then on Rampage, they're going to announce 5 matches and on the pre-show. Come on! Don't do that. And then you gotta gear up for Ring of Honor's pay-per-view, March the 31st. Supercard of Honor 17 and 18, I think it is. But it is what it is. And really, if I was a booker for Ring of Honor, and I wish I was, I would book. This is what I would do. Claudio Castagnoli defending the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title against Mark fucking Briscoe. Sells itself. And then give Mark Briscoe the belt. I think Claudio wouldn't mind dropping the belt to Mark. I don't think he'd mind. Mark will have a nice little run with a belt for about 6 months until the next pay-per-view, which might be maybe he holds it till Forbidden Door, but then who do you really have him face? Okada? Tanahashi? I don't know. I don't know who. If Mark Briscoe won the title at Supercard of Honor, who would he face at Forbidden Door? Or does he defend it at Forbidden Door, or they go all the way to probably May or June when Double or Nothing 5 comes your way? I don't know. But you have to see what happens to that. Let me just. My TV was about to go off. I gotta put it back on. So we got all that. So, but right after Revolution is done, you got really 3 weeks to build for Supercard of Honor. So, what I would do is, on the week of Revolution, you start formulating some matches going into Dynamite on March the 8th. March the 8th should be right there. The build to a Supercard of Honor. Start formulating the match. Don't give us matches for Supercard of Honor a week before the show. Come on, don't do that. And then you have the 0 hour pre-show, which is gonna be like 3 matches at most, 3 or 4 matches. And then you got 6 or 7, maybe 8 matches on the main card. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm probably gonna miss it anyway because I may or may not be away for my spring vacation. So, and if I do go, I'm gonna miss WrestleMania too. I'm gonna miss WrestleMania Night 1 and well, I'll miss Night 1. I'm coming back maybe on Night 2. So I probably will not miss Night 2. I will watch Night 2 in its entirety, mate. Well, depending on hopefully I'll get home. I'll probably be home in the afternoon. So if anything, I'll have to rewatch Night 1. And then watch all Night 2. And then that Monday morning, Monday afternoon, I will do my full WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 review. And then probably that Tuesday, I will do Ring of Honor and my Raw review. I'm going to be so backed up, it's crazy. So I would do a WrestleMania Night 1 and 2 review on that Sunday, but I'm going to be so tired by the time I get home. I'm going to be jet lagged, so I may or may not do the full review on April 2nd. But, I mean, we'll also have to see what happens with that. But the week before WrestleMania, I'm going to be doing a lot of predictions videos, especially for the WrestleMania, because the card may not be finalized by then. But I want to do WrestleMania and Supercard of Honor, whatever is on the card. And I will, if there are any matches during that week, WrestleMania week, leading up to Supercard of Honor and WrestleMania, I will do probably put a community post, or I'll go on Twitter and put more predictions on there. So I'll put my full predictions on Twitter while I'm away, if I go away. But we'll see how I still that. All right, let's start off Dynamite before I start bullshitting even more. All right, so we start off the show with the pyro. We are live from El Paso, Texas, and we start off with a banger of a match. I'm surprised I started with this match. We start off with a world title eliminator match. We had the champ Maxwell Jacob Funkknocker, non-title match against the Japanese man himself, Konosuke Takeshita, or Takeshita, Takeshita, whatever you want to say. I mean, you say Takeshita, I say Takeshita, because that's how it's pronounced. Learn some Japanese, motherfuckers. Konnichiwa! Hey, buddy, konnichiwa! What's up, buddy? How you doing? Sushi. But anyway, we move on from there. Alright, so MJF versus Takeshita. This was a banger of a match to start the show. We start off with MJF trying, putting out his hand, maybe a code of honor. So Takeshita, being, what is this handshake? I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. Are we gonna shake it, have sushi later? I don't know. No, it's called the Code of Honor, dude. But MJF, being the schmuck that he is, baits Takeshita in, smacks him around a little bit to start. He goes, Takeshita goes for a knee. It's blocked. MJF then sends him into the corner to take over. Then we get an old-fashioned armbar, followed by a hammerlock DDT for a near fall. So Takeshita's in trouble to start. To get back up, Takeshita hits a quick brain buster for a near fall. Then he hits the Eddie Guerrero, in his hometown, the frog splash, He didn't do it as great as me, but he was perfect in my hometown of El Paso, Texas, You see that, Mr. Gilmore? I saw it, Eddie. I was watching. Don't yell at me, I kicked your ass. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go have a talk. What? I mean, I'm sorry. Gilmore, Mr. Gilmore, don't make me angry. I will unleash the Latino heat on you. Well, I don't want that. And you can't have my Mamacita either. You have your own Mamacita with China. Oh, Mamacita, China is very good, man. She's such a good binga, if you know what I mean. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. My girlfriend does the same thing. But she's not, she's not like, Latina. She's not Mamacita. I call her Mamacita, but she sucks a mean pinga, like you. Like she does with you. But she can't hit a fork splash like you, Eddie. Yeah, nobody can hit a fork splash like me, ese. Pero, pendejo. Exactly. What did you think of your son Dom getting the crap beat out of him on Raw by Rhea Ripley? Not Rhea Ripley. Sorry. By Beth fucking Phoenix. Oh, that bitch! Why did she attack my son? I don't understand. If I was alive today, I would beat that bitch up. Well, you got Edge to contend with, Well, I beat Edge too. Oh yeah, you did. I remember that. You did beat Edge a couple times back in the day. He's not really all like me, I say. I give him that Latino heat. Yeah, you should have had a live sex celebration with Mamacita. That would have been weird, but funny. Almost better than Edge and Lita. Yeah, but I don't want to have sex in front of kids, I say. I think that's really mean. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Eddie. Go back to doing what you do with China. All right. Adios, my friend. Adios, Mr. Gilmore. And adios, my muchachos and muchachas. Okay. All right. So anyway, Takeshita hits the Eddie Galeno, let's see, fork splash for a near fall. The fans went nuts. Eddie. Eddie is number one. Let me move on. All right, then Takeshita traps the legs, hits a tombstone pile driver, followed by a wheelbarrow suplex, sends MJF to the outside. Takeshita goes out, but MJF gets in a shot of his own, takes it back inside where Takeshita gets put up top. Then Takeshita hits one hell of a clothesline to knock MJF back down like flippy-dippity-doo. But then a super kick by the champ rocks Takeshita. He goes for the salt of the earth armbar. He has it on, but Takeshita fights his way up, sends MJF to the floor. Then he hits a big flippy-dippity-doo on the outside. They go back in. MJF then rolls back out. Smart. Only to be sent back in. Like, you get in here. Then he kicks the ropes for a low blow to the nutsack of Takeshita. As far as that doesn't mean you get count. It doesn't count as the DQ. Oh well, I'll allow it. That's right, Milton saying you allow everything, right? Let's get it on. Okay. Anyway, then he picks up Takeshita, hits a powerbomb onto his knee, which I don't think that was a smart move to MJF, Maxwell, because he hit it, then he grabs it like, shit! Fuck. I thought you were going to do a Peter Griffin and, grab your knee, you hurt your knee, But he legit hurt his knee because he came back out later with his knee wrapped up. He was limping. But I don't know if he was selling that. I don't know. But anyway, Takeshita comes right back with a spinning blue thunder bomb, which rarely wins matches. I've seen it in the indies where the guy hits a blue thunder bomb and wins the match. I mean, even Sami Zayn, the bitch Sami Zayn, the biddy that he is, won a match with a blue thunder bomb. We'll figure that one out. But anyway, gets a near fall out of that. He goes for the D2 face, and which won him his last match against Brian Cage. But MJF he gets a near fall as MJF put his foot on the rope. They get back up. MJF avoids a springboard swanton bomb. Then he locks in the salt of the earth right then and there, and Takeshita tapped out. So, pretty damn good match. I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Time to match 13-16. So, there you go. So, MJF wins the match, 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, MJF does what he does, acts like a dick. He grabs the Dynamite Diamond Ring from the referee, and then he knocks freaking Takeshita right in the face with the ring, busts him wide open, and he's like punching him, even busting his wound even more wide open. And then Bryan Danielson, yes! He comes out and makes a save, and then we see the referees and Doc Samson, wipe the blood off of Takeshita. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's not that's the last time we saw some blood in tonight's night show, because freaking Bryan Danielson, I don't know if he bladed or it was hardway blood, but damn, he was gushing blood. Holy shit. Feel bad for Brie Bella after looking at that, and her kid's like, Daddy's busted open when he's bleeding! Ah, Mommy! It's fake blood, kids! No, not fake. But I digress. Alright, so we're going to see Bryan Danielson later on in the night with match number 5 in his 5-match gauntlet against Bruce. See if he wins. If he wins, he faces MJF for the AEW World title at Revolution in a 60-minute Iron Man match. And we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, alright, then we go to a video about Samoa Joe regaining the TNT title for the second time over Darby Allin. Then we saw with Waldo come back and run Samoa Joe off. So Samoa Joe says that he's ready to face Waldo again. He's going to end him next time he sees him, and he's going to take whatever Waldo has left, or whatever like that. So I'm thinking maybe we'll get a title versus career match, because the rumors of Waldo possibly going to the WWE. See what happens with that. Let me move on. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to match number 2. Surprisingly, the women at 8:20 p.m. Good job, Tony Khan. Can you do that again next week? Probably not. But I think they put the women on at 8:20 because of the trios tag team match and the men's tag team match. The Acclaimed and the Ass Boys went on last. I think it only went like 15 minutes, and then I think the trios match went about 15, almost 20 minutes. So they needed more time, and plus I think Bryan Danielson and Rouge went a little bit long. So, but the women's match went 6 minutes. Okay, but anyway, match number 2, we had Allie the Bunny. With the Butcher and the Blade, Pepper Parks, her husband. Yeah, they're married, if you didn't know that by now. With Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford at ringside. I don't know if they're named they're in a faction, or I don't know what they are. They don't have a name. But they're all together. They come out, they take on the AEW Women's World Champion, and one of my favorites, Jamie Hayter, who comes out with another one of my favorites, Dr. Britt Baker. Say it with me now. DMD, baby! Along with Rebel, who, god damn her Instagram post. Oh boy. She put up an Instagram post, and she's like, I thought she was like in her clothes, and she had clothes on, and then you see if you have Rebel on Instagram or Twitter, she puts up a picture, and basically she shows her hot ass. She got a nice badunkadunk. But I digress. Anyway, so they're at ringside. Non-title. Oh, it's non-title. I thought it was a title match. Odd. Because it was championship fight night. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so it's also with Allie grabbing a choke over the ropes to start. Then they go to the outside. Jimmy gets suplexed into the steps. Ow! That hurt. As we take an early break, we come right back Britt Baker holds up a haterade sign. But Penelope Ford breaks that up, and I think she whipped that up. It's like, hey, give me that. Shh. You know her little sign. But anyway, Jamie Hayter tries some kind of suplex. It was an explosive suplex, and I think Allie kind of forgot how to take that, and she landed right on her head. Oh, and that was it. I think Jamie, they called an audible. I think Jamie, being the professional that she is, she picked Allie up, set her up for the ripcord lariat, the lead maker. 1, 2, 3, quick win for Jamie Hayter. And that's pretty much it. I think Allie suffered a concussion, and I don't think that was supposed to be the finish. I think Jamie would have won anyway. Well, a little bit, maybe a minute or two longer, but I think Allie, didn't flip over the way you're supposed to land from an explosive suplex, and got dropped right on her head. Oof, I hope she doesn't have a broken neck. Because I think she already had a broken neck earlier last year. That kept her out of action for a while, and then she finally came back. The whole thing where she yells at Hikaru Shida because she took a spot. Blah, 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 blah. So we get all that. But, praise to Allie. I am glad she finished the match, and I hope she's okay. I haven't heard anything if she suffered a concussion, possible stinger, maybe a broken neck. But, props to Jamie Hayter for protecting her opponent, sort of, and finished, just called an audible, said, I'm finishing the match, hit her with the finisher, 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Let the medical people attend to Allie. And that's pretty much it. So we get that. So match was okay. The finish, we was a little bit rushed. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Then we go to commercial for like 30 seconds. We had a PSA. So we had a 30-second public service announcement. I feel like I'm at my radio days. We'll be right back after this PSA. Which usually lasts 30 to 60 minutes, but I would play a 30-second promo. But it is what it is. We come right back. And we have a promo from Paige and Toni Storm making fun of the homegrown AEW women's division. Meaning Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, and some others. And then Leva Bates, the librarian, comes in. Finally, we see her on TV, an actual Dynamite or Rampage. Because she's barely on TV. And sometimes we see her with Peter Avalon on BTE. But rarely we see her on Dark or Elevation. I don't even know what she actually does. She doesn't wrestle that much. I think she's either the timekeeper or she just stays in the back in catering. I don't know what the fuck she does. Maybe she's just there to read books. I don't know. And hang out with Peter Avalon. Pretty Peter Avalon, I might add. And is supposedly married on BTE. I don't think they're married in real life. I think they just did that for BTE's sake. But it is what it is. So Leva Bates, Toni Storm, I think, pulled Leva Bates in. She said, hey, Leva Bates, we'll give you some TV. We'll give you a second of TV time. They beat her down, and then they spray paint her. And everybody's like, I like it. He's like, who the hell is she? And I had to tell her, it's the librarian who hangs out with Peter Avalon on BCE. She's like, oh, that's her. Blue Pants. That's Blue Pants. That's pretty much it. She still has blue hair. But it is what it is. So, yeah. So, just a stupid little segment. Just to promote Saraya Knight and Toni Storm. And the eventual feud with Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and possibly Ruby Soho, but I think Ruby is gonna join up with Toni Storm and Paige because they're WWE homegrown talent. And then eventually, I still think we're gonna get Blood and Guts 3, which is gonna be a first ever women's Blood and Guts match. But the problem is, You have three women. You have Saraya Knight, Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, not Jamie Hayter, sorry, Ruby Soho. You put Athena in, that's 4. But then who's number 5? Is it Mercedes? And then on the other side, you have Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, I would put Willow Nightingale in there. And then, I don't know, maybe Jade. I don't think Jade should be in Blood and Guts, but then you gotta have to find 2 other women. Who those are? I don't know. Mandy Rose, maybe? Who knows? But I think we're gonna see a first ever female Blood and Guts match, and that's gonna be massively bloody. I mean, I think every woman in that match is probably gonna be busted wide open. And I'm not talking about period blood. I'm talking real life blood. We'll have to see what happens over the next few weeks. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright. Then we go to Lexi Nair, who's trying to get an interview with the champ, MJF. And we see this big security guard guy. And I was like, is that can't be. That looked like Wardlow. It's not Wardlow, obviously, because he was bald. But anyway, she finally goes into his dressing room, locker room. It looks like a freaking... I mean, it's MJF, and he's in like this dinky, dirty, freaking locker room with a futon that he probably bought on Amazon or from the local dollar store. I'm like, damn, he's sitting on a futon? Okay. You can't do that to the champ, man. Come on, he's gotta have like a nice big black couch or a nice big couch. You know, the essentials for the champ. Come on now. No, that was Roman Reigns. I think everybody would be pissed. But I digress. Anyway, Lexi sits next to him. Aren't you supposed to be married there, Mr. Maxwell? But anyway. So MJF thought Takeshita was the next big thing, and Bryan Danielson thinks MJF is nothing, but he's like the biggest scumbag in the world. That's what commentary's been saying the last couple years. But anyway, then MJF goes into this big spiel about getting a bunch of speeding tickets, back in his high school days, which wasn't that long ago. Because he's 26. I think he's 26 years old. I remember him when he was like in his early 20s, when he was on Grimm's Toy Show for a little while. Then when I first saw him, I first met him. He was in FSW Fighting Spirit Wrestling here in Brooklyn, and then he did Five Borough Wrestling, which was the side project for FSW. Well, my different guy, not Joel. My good friend, my mentor, Joel Maximo. He wrestled in FBW. He was in a couple factions. Well, I think he was in one faction called Force, spelled differently. He was a heel most of the time. Then he turned face near the end of the FSW FBW run, because both companies went out of business, which sucked. I think he was on Tier 1 Wrestling, owned by Dennis Longmire. He moved away. I don't know where I think he moved to Tennessee. That promotion only lasted 2 goddamn years. Sad. Well, because the champion was a pedophile, but it is what it is. Stupid rude boy Riley, you fucking bitch. Glad he's out of wrestling, that fucking guy. He was so loved, and then all the news came out that he had child porn. I was like, God damn, dude. He got blacklisted from wrestling. They took the belt off him at a tournament. And I think Mike Vernon won that belt. I forget. I think they stripped him of the belt. And then I think they had a tournament for the belt, and I forget who won the belt. I think it was Mike Vernon, but I forget. But in any case, he goes into the spiel about getting a bunch of speeding tickets in his Camaro, and then taking his big time crush. He was like a cheerleader, brown eyes, nice hair, blah blah blah. He took her out, I think on the prom, or he took her out for a ride in his Camaro. He says, for legal purposes, let's call her Liv. Liv. I think there's a reference to Liv Morgan, because she's 29 years old right now. So anyway, so they're driving that. He says, we were driving, and then I got distracted because the girl was doing some, she was driving stick, if you know what I mean. But anyway, and he got distracted. They were going 90 miles an hour. They hit a telephone pole. God damn. He got knocked out. And then when he came to, he was okay. And then the girl was basically dead. And then he heard the cops coming. And then he switched places with the girl to make it look like so he wasn't going to get a DUI, so he wouldn't lose his license. I'm like, okay, where's this going besides a Liv Morgan reference? Was there Friends? Anyway, then he goes into another rant about how there are winners and there are losers in life, and he's going to prove that he's a winner at Revolution. And, yeah. So, I'm like, Maxwell, did you just admit to committing murder on live TV? What the fuck? I was like, what was the purpose of this fucking promo? Other than MJF is a fucking murderer. And he killed a person named Liv. Oh, so I'm like, wait a minute. I was thinking about it at first. I'm like, wait a minute, did he kill Liv Morgan? Okay, then who's the person playing Liv Morgan then? Then I was like, oh yeah, well, maybe it was a different Liv. Maybe her name was Olivia, not Liv. Who's not her? That's not even her real name. Look it up on look Liv Morgan's name up on Wikipedia. It's not her real name. But I digress. She's from Jersey, first of all. So I don't think, she lived in Long Island back then in her high school days. But I digress. Like I said, MJF is 26 years old now. Liv Morgan is 29. So it kind of made sense. But then, I don't know. I didn't get this promo at all. I'm like, he was going on tangents. I'm like, what? You're supposed to hype up, this match with Bryan Danielson if he, we all knew it was going to happen, but you're supposed to hype it up. And you go on a tangent about committing murder. Like, about maybe 5-10 years ago. I'm like, what? But anyway, it was an intense promo, but it kind of made no sense at some points. And I think right then and there, I thought the show was going down. It went downhill for a little bit. But then it picked back up with the Bryan Danielson match. But we move on. All right, so I gave this weird MJF promo 3.25 out of 5 stars. And like I said, I still don't understand with this promo. Unless it was a shot at WWE, maybe, maybe just saying, hi, Liv Morgan. I killed you. Because you know how Liv Morgan's like wacky, and she got killed on Chucky. Season 2. Not the last episode, the pre-ultimate episode. Oops, I spoiled it for you people that didn't watch Season 2. Oh, I'm sorry. It is what it is. Oh, by the way, Season 3 is coming out, but I don't know when. I think they said later this year. Season 3 of Chucky's coming out. And Season 6 of Cobra Kai, supposedly, is coming out later this year. I still haven't even finished Season 5. I gotta finish that. But somehow my me and Rose's well, we share an account with we did share an account with Rose's stepdaughter, but now her brother, not the one behind me, that his speaking of that, been Monday. I forgot to mention Monday, but that Monday was the 3-year anniversary of my brother from another mother's death. And that's why I didn't want to mention it, because it was a little bit too personal. I didn't want to cry like a little bitch. But yeah, Monday was the 3-year anniversary of my brother from another mother's passing. So it was a really solemn, really sad day. So I still miss him, and yeah. But it is what it is. And for, you know, some troll that made a freaking fake account of my dead brother. You're a real dick, dude. You're a real dick. And I hope you get an entire lifetime of karma coming to you. I think I know who it is, too. I have a couple suspects. A schmuck from Canada and another schmuck. It's one of those guys. I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to get I don't want to slander in, those people enough that I already sort of slandered, but I know it's one of those guys. They just don't want to admit it, because they're bitches. But you're a real dick for doing that. Don't disrespect the dead. I mean, I have said some things, you know, say, oh, you know, I'm going to take a shit on your mom's grave, shit like that. That's out of anger, because they, you know, they mention my dead brother, they mention my dead relatives, and in turn, I have fair right to say the same fucking shit to you too, you motherfuckers too. So when you say, oh, he made a death threat to my parents, he made a death threat to me, but you made a death threat to me, so I have fair right to do that. Eye for an eye, motherfuckers. You don't like it? Too fucking bad. Grow up and get a fucking life. Get some better material, for that matter. But I digress. Alright, enough about that. I'm not going to go into a rant about these fucking haters, so I don't want to get into them anymore. I'm done with all this fucking drama as it is. But these people want to continue to go on and on and on, and try to expose me with their so-called proof. You know, and then, you know, they're doing more videos, and oh, we're gonna show the proof again. We're gonna debunk it. Actually, is your freaking Twitter page, and it's your Facebook page. You're like, shh. Nobody believes you because it happened so many years ago. Nobody believes you. It won't work in a court of law either. So who cares? It's over and done with. You keep bringing it up. Why? Just so you can get my goat, so you want to get a win? I'm not admitting to shit. I already said enough about this situation back 10, 11 years ago. And a couple of years ago with all the bullshit. That freaking tweet, which wasn't even me. And if I did tweet it, I don't even remember it. It's gone anyway, so. Oh, but you still said it. You still tweeted it. Big deal. Big deal if I did. Big deal if I did. Big deal. Doesn't mean I support that shit. Just take everything I say and twist it into your own fucking narrative, and it doesn't work. Because nobody believes you. And I have to come on here almost all the time, and I have to defend myself when I really shouldn't. And I'm not going to do it anymore. The whole thing that happened in September and October was my own stupidity getting involved with that shit. And I shouldn't even went on certain people's panels, even, you know, a panel when I got set up. And then a douchebag troll spilled the beans like a dick that he is. And Lauren found out about it. She got in touch with me. She says, oh, you got set up? I go, yeah, I did. And I don't talk to Lauren that much anymore, but I told her I got set up. That's how all the snowball effect happened. And then that whole thing with Chase happened. And I shouldn't have even went on that panel and acted like an asshole. But I was being a troll and backfired on me, but it is what it is. You know. And people was like, oh, yeah, now you're a pedophile. I'm like, you still don't have the facts. There is no facts and there's no proof. Because on that supposed stream in September, I was trolling the whole entire time. Whether you people like it or not, I don't give a shit. But, you know, you had Chase and whoever's there, like ZTB and blah, blah, blah. Everybody else there. Call me the P word. Didn't have any facts. And everybody did videos saying, "Oh, I'm done with Gilmore. I'm done. He's not gonna be on my channel no more. This and that." And then I went back and I was like, "Well, fuck you guys. You know, I hope you all die." You know, I shouldn't have said that, but I made apology after apology after apology. You know, but people like Chase and people like Fan of YouTube and Nick and Eric and Double Z and everybody just didn't want to have anything to do with me anymore. So I'm like, well, fine, good night, bye. Don't come crawling back to me, though. You know, me and Nick now on we're not friends. We're not friends, but we're on a civil level. We talk here and there. We don't talk a lot, but we're back to, you know, talking, but we're not friends. On a civil level. That's pretty much it. Same thing with Lauren. And that's really much it. I mean, if Chase and Fan of YouTube and Double Z and Jordan, Eric, Brandon, and everybody else that didn't want to have anything to do with me, that's fine. Good luck with your channels. But I'll tell you right now, this whole thing's gonna blow over, and then I'm gonna forget about it in the next couple months. And then when you see that I've changed for the better, it's still in a process. It's still a process. But when you see that I've changed over the last couple months, it's like, oh, you know, Peter was right. But like I said, you know, don't come crawling back to me and say, you know, I'm sorry, you know, this and that happened. I found out, you know, the real truth. I say, you should have came to me at the beginning. I would have been a man and owned up to some stuff, but, you know, well, that's that. And the whole thing with all the food delivery stuff that happened to Nick and happened to Eric and Jordan and Chase, I still regret all that shit, getting them involved and then throwing them all onto the bus. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. It happened. People say that I lost all credibility. I lost my reputation was ruined. Not really. Not really, because I'm still here to torment you people. Well, not you know, those people that did all that shit. I'm going to torment you for the rest of your fucking life. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. But, you know. But to, you know, those people like Chase and Double Z and Fan of YouTube, Nick, Eric, and everybody else, do your own thing, you know. If you want to talk to me on a civil level, I'm open to talk. Civilly, not going on a panel and getting gang raped up the ass without lube by 50 other people and idiots like ZTB and Chayton and Chayton Long. I don't give a shit about those guys, or Kevin. I don't give a shit about those three fuckers. They want to believe their own bullshit and not get the real facts, then fuck them. That's all I gotta say about that. And if this gets clipped, I don't give a shit. I'm talking facts. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna talk about this fucking shit anymore. If you want to call me the P word, go right ahead. I don't give a shit, because you're slandering me anyway. I don't slander you, but you're harassing me in comments, but you never shut up. I'm trying to move on with my life, but you're still doing videos and mentioning my name. Keep my name out of your fucking cum-filled mouth. Oh, make me. I don't have to make you. God will make you shut up. And YouTube eventually will make you shut up. I don't have to do a goddamn thing. So kiss my ass. So, thank you. Good night. Go fuck yourself. That's it. All right, let's move on. For that, I wasted enough time ranting about that. All right, so let's move on. Let's get back to normalcy here. All right, so we had MJF with that weird promo. Let me move on from there. All right, then we go to the Garcia, Danny Garcia and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. This whole gauntlet match, I thought was going to be one of those Bryan Danielson, every week Ricky Starks will face one member of the Jericho Appreciation Society. No, we get a three-man gauntlet match. It was supposed to be a four-man gauntlet match, and then if Ricky Starks won, he would face Jericho the same night. And I thought, I was like, okay, something's not going to be right here. And this is what happened. So out first comes 2.0, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. Do you want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? You want to know? You really want to know? Go ask Oscar and go ask Io and Kyrie. And Mio Abe and Pieter. And Mina Sakamura. And all those great, sexy Japanese chicks. In Stardom and Joshi. So I took over that, and Maki Ito. Sorry, Nick, I had to take Maki Ito off of you. Sorry, dude. You can't have her back. I'm thinking about giving her back to you. And Rio, too. I took Rio off. I talked to Mr. Miyamoto. He's like, oh, Nick, what? Nick did that to you? Peter Gilmore-san. I take Rio and Maki Ito, I give him back to you, Mr. Gilmore-san. I'm like, thank you. You fucked up, dude. But, you know, next time I see you, whenever that may be, who knows when that may be, we'll talk about that. Talk about Maki Ito and Rio. We'll have to get to the bargaining table again. We'll have to talk to Mr. Miyamoto, Mr. Obari-san. About that. We'll have to make another deal. Might be some monetary value in there. So you better pay up there, dude. Just saying. What? Alright. So we started off with Ricky Starks. Absolute Ricky Starks coming out. And he faces Angelo Parker first. With Matt Maynard at ringside. And along with Danny Garcia and Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. They're all there. Jericho's nowhere to be found yet. So Ricky Starks beats Angelo Parker in 1 minute and 11 seconds. 1-1-1. Hey, make a wish. 111. Make a wish. I'll make a wish right now. Here you go. Anyway, then Daddy Magic comes in and gets beat 17 seconds later. He comes in and gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3. What? Okay. That was quick. I knew. I was like, yeah, this is going to end really stupidly. So then Danny Garcia and Sammy Guevara kind of play games with Ricky Starks, who's going to take him on next. Danny Garcia comes in after a Sammy Guevara distraction. He comes in, starts choking away in the corner. And then Ricky Starks tries for a spear, and Garcia had to dodge away from it. As we go to break, we come back. Ricky Starks fights out of a choke, goes for Rochambeau and gets countered by Garcia. They fight to the apron. Ricky knocks Garcia to the floor. Then a fan in a mask and an Acclaimed t-shirt comes in, knocks Ricky Starks silly with the Judas Effect elbow. I wonder who that could be. And then Garcia gets the win right after that. And then after the match, well, the match was, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. It was ridiculously stupid. Just so Jericho cannot face Ricky Starks at Revolution, where he knows what's going to happen. Stupidity. So, we get that. And then after the match, Jericho, the fan in the mask, comes in. We know it's Jericho, pulls out the mask. Hey, it's Jericho! Then we get a 3-on-1 beatdown. And then Taz's like, oh my god, it's Jericho! You idiot. You idiot. But, yeah, man. I mean, Jericho had the Jericho Cruise this past weekend, or last week. I mean, it was okay. You know, he teamed up with Mr. Denhausen! And Jericho Hausen, I will curse you. Then we had Anthony Bowen, Scissor Jesus, or a guy that looked like Jesus. Then we got that, you know, Fosse performed, and all that good shit. The Elite were there, I think. Some good shit on the Jericho Cruise. I don't know. They should have televised that, at least some of the matches, maybe. But it is what it is. So I think it's the third or fourth Jericho Cruise. I would love to go on if I had enough money to go on it, but you don't really like boats that much. When I was a kid, I used to hate boats. Got seasick. But one time I went on a boat with my dad. We went to the Statue of Liberty and around the Statue of Liberty, and then they had some like raffle tickets, and we got some raffle tickets. Then they were doing the raffle, and we won like every time we won. I was like, what? We got free movie tickets. We got free food. I was like. I would love. I was like, oh, can we get some free money too? It was a good time back then. Good times. But it is what it is. So yeah, and man, Jericho, what the hell happened to your fucking abdomen, dude? Like, he looks like shredded wheat with those abs. Damn, dude. And they're trying to make Jericho look younger. Or he's trying to look younger. Dude, you were what, 51, 52? Trying to look like you were like in your 20s and 30s. I think you have to hit the gym first of all. Those abs look like shit. But it is what it is. All right, move on. So we'll see what happens with Vicky Starks and the Jericho Appreciation Society and Vicky Starks next week on the program, or maybe this week on Rampage. All right. Then we go to. I think it was Lexi. Yeah, I think it was Lexi, who's with Billy Gunn. Was with Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass, and he's with the Acclaimed, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowen. And Billy's like, I don't want to get involved. You guys go to the ring, beat the fuck out of my sons, and retain the tag titles. And then Max is like, okay. And Andy Bowen's like, I don't know, you know, they're still thinking that Daddy Ass was gonna turn on him. So maybe it was for a good thing that he stayed in the back. And then Andy Bowen's like, Sesame, Daddy Ass! Sesame, mommy ass. There you go. So we'll see what happens in the main event. We move on. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the trainer's room where we see Takeshita being attended to. They put a wrap around his head. It's still busted wide open. And Daniels is there for moral support. Renee Paquette's there. And then we hear like a knock on, I think it was like a knock on the door. Then we hear like MJF like laughing. And Danielson like tries to open the door. He can't open the door. And then he's like, I was like, what are you looking at? You trying to find a way out? So, you know, MJF gave the bounty to Rush and Los Ingobernables, well, La Facción de Ingobernables, you know, Preston Vance and Jose Arapino on his stick, the manager. So, see if that works. So MJF playing mind games, trying to get Danielson counted out so he doesn't win, so he doesn't have to face him at Revolution. Well, that did not work because Rush came to the ring, and then MJF came to the ring, and he's like yelling at Aubrey Edwards to count to 10, to count him out. Aubrey's like, I'm not doing this. And then she reluctantly goes, 1, 2, 3, and MJF's like, bitch, count faster! That doesn't work because we go to the back, we see Danielson trying to open the door. Then he barges through the door, uses his bag shoulder, mind you. He opens the door, and then we see Preston Vance and Jose waiting for him. They start beating him up, but then Takeshita comes out to help him, and then Danielson's like holding his shoulders. His shoulder's like basically gone. And he like sprints all the way to the ring, which doesn't sit well with MJF, who then goes to commentary to yell at like Tony Schiavone and everybody. Blah, 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 blah. And MJF called Aubrey a bum. I'm like, really, dude? She kicked your ass. Anyway. So MJF then goes on commentary. Rush starts beating Danielson in the corner, goes after the bad arm. Excuse me. They go to the outside, where Rush sends Danielson's shoulder first into the barricade. Then he puts him in a chair. Puts him in a chair. Well, he puts a chair down, and he starts whamming his head into the chair. And then he goes like inside the ring. The camera kind of panned away. It's like, oh yeah, Danielson's bleeding. And then he goes back to beat him up. Danielson's busted wide open. I mean, gushing blood. I'm like, you bladed wrong, dude. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna blade, can you blade properly and not act like you're Eddie Guerrero circa 2004 against JBL? God, he bladed, and like I thought he was gonna die. I mean, I think he won that match with JBL, and then he went in the back and collapsed because of blood loss. I mean, we saw last week when Moxley bladed on camera. Busted wide open and almost like passed out too, because of the blood loss. And now we see freaking Danielson busted wide open. But this was a purpose. The whole thing with when Takeshita got busted wide open, I don't think it should have been needed early on in the show. But yeah, Danielson was busted wide open, gushing like a faucet. And Rush was basically wiping the floor with him, and MJF's like, he's pleased and everything. But Danielson fights back up. They go to the apron. Danielson then strikes away at Rush. Then it charges Rush hit a sick belly-to-belly from the apron to the floor. Ow! Oh, that spot was sick. Oy, oy, oy. So then we go to commercial. We come back. Danielson tries to get the bell lock on. Not being able to do it because of the blood loss. But sends Rush to the outside, and then Danielson rams him into the barricade, or he doesn't get busted open. Then we get a missile drop kick back inside. They go back and forth with strikes. Danielson then hits the kicks of doom to send Rush into the corner. Rush gets in a shot. Then a straight jacket pile driver for a near fall. But then Danielson comes back with a psycho knee plus, for a near fall. And then they exchange a lot of headbutts, really opening that wound that Danielson already has. And Danielson kind of wins that exchange. He goes back up with another Busaiku kick. 1, 2, 3, Bryan Danielson gets the win. He has run the gauntlet. And match time, 15:48, under 16-minute match. This match was pretty damn good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think this was better than the first match he had with Takeshita, which was epic. This match was great. Not as good as the first match, but pretty good match in the series. And Bryan Danielson is your winner. And now he will face MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship in a 60-minute Iron Man match. That's probably going to be one banger of a match. So we're going to see that. And then afterwards, MJF kind of limps to the ring, and he beats down Danielson even more. And that's pretty much it. And that's that. All right, after that, then we get to a weird segment with, I think it was Renee and the cast of two members of the Impractical Jokers TV show. I'm like, what are these idiots doing here? I mean, we had the guy from Cobra Kai who got beat up by Jay Lethal and company, stole his Golden Globe Award. And then, the best friends are trying to, get it back. And they got beat down. So now we have the Impractical Jokers. They don't like Chris Jericho. But they're going to let him show up on their season premiere when, I don't even know when it is, I care less, on Comedy Central. I think it's on Comedy Central. But I'm like, okay, why are they bringing all these people in for now, these celebrities? I thought they were going to bring in Bow Wow with the whole Jade Cargill thing. I guess that blew over. Now we're bringing in a guy from Cobra Kai that nobody even knows and cares about. And now we bring in 2 more schmucks that nobody cares about from a show that really nobody watches. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to the Trios match for the Trios Championship. We had AR Fox and Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, taking on the Elite, the Elite, baby! Of Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks. And Kenny, by God, fucking Omega. Also, we had, I think we had Don Callis. I don't even know if Don Callis was there, but we had that idiot Brandon Cutler there. I don't think Mako Nakasawa was there either. But anyway, so the Elite are defending the Trios Championship against the winner of the $300,000 Casino Battle Royale. So we get to this match. Match was an amazing match. Crowd was into it the whole entire match. Flippy dippity doos galore. Holy shit, this was great. Also with Matt Jackson taking Darius Martin into the corner, gets suplexed down. And then the counters hit a whole bunch of slingshot helos. Almost like Eddie Guerrero, right? You did that move, Eddie. You know the slingshot helo. Oh yeah, I do it perfectly. Those guys, I don't know what they're doing. Beto. Okay. Anyway, the Bucks come right back with some drop kicks. Then they hand it to Kenny, who plays Darius for a near fall. We go to break, come right back. Nick Jackson knocks Darius and Dante Martin down by himself. Goes for a fork splash and hits the knees. Why are they doing it and hit the knees all the time? Why are they doing it, Beto? I don't know. They're trying to emulate you. They're trying to pay homage to you. And some of them do it pretty damn good. Some of them, not so good. I don't know. Anyway, AR Fox comes in with a rolling splash on Nick. But takes too long to beat up Kenny. Then the Bucks get sent to the outside. Now we got a big flippy dippity doo to take them down. Fox then hits a swanton for a near fall on Kenny. Back inside the ring. We got a tag to Dante, who flips over the Bucks. And then Matt Jackson manages a Northern Lights suplex. And then a cradle on both members of Top Flight at the same time. Damn. Before AR Fox hits another flippy dippity doo on the outside on the Bucks, which is pretty nice. Whoops, I went ahead of my notes. If I can find it. There we go. Alright, we go back in, and we get the nosedive by Top Flight into a 450 splash on Nick by AR Fox for a near fall, as Kenny barely made the save. Then we get a whole bunch of shots to the face, which, I mean, he's going back and forth. It was pretty damn sick. And then Kenny launches Nick into the air. They hit the Indie Taker on AR Fox. Somehow he kicked out of that. As the Martins make the save, Kenny loads up for the Terminator dive. Well, actually, not the dive. I think he was going to hit the V trigger in the ropes on AR Fox, but AR Fox counters it into a roll up for a near fall. Kenny comes right back with a Doctor Bomb for a near fall. Hits the V trigger, and I was like, yeah, this match is going to be over really pretty quick. And then he goes for One Wing Angel and gets counted into a roll-up for a 2.99999999995. That close. Then we get a whole bunch of O'Connor roll pinfall reversals, but Kenny reverses it 1, 2, 3 on AR Fox. He gets the win in 14.5 minutes to retain the Trios Championship. Thank the Lord. Great match. I gave this match 4.25 out of 5 stars. It was freaking epic. Crowd was really into it. And that's it. So we'll see what happens with the Elite. As they roll on with the Trios Championship. I still think they're going to lose to the House of Black. Possibly at Revolution. But we'll see what happens with that when we get there. Alright. Then we get a video on Second Front of Man. Hook. Get in here, dude. Hook comes out. We have a nice video about his little feud with Big Cass and, Stokely Hathaway and the remnants of the firm of Lee Moriarty and, Big Cass. And I think some other guy. But anyway, we go to Lexi Nair in the back talking to Stokely Hathaway, that idiot. He's tired of hearing about the firm having trouble, in their ranks, and he's worried about Hook. And then we see Hook come around the corner, and he grabs Stokely Hathaway's arm, and then Lexi's like, leave him alone, you're gonna break his arm! What? Lexi, what the fuck is wrong with you? Let him break his arm. Who gives a shit about Stokely Hathaway, dude? Come on now. But anyway, Hook, like, about to break his arm, and he lets go. And then, Lexi's like, are you okay? He's like, and then Stokely's like, do I look okay? Call the medic! Medic! You know? That segment was really ridiculous. They should have put that on freaking Rampage. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. That's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, on Rampage, speaking of Rampage, we're going to have the Blackpool Cuck Club of Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, the guy that, Wheeler Yuta's the type of guy to be in a trios match and nobody cares about it. And Jon Moxley, as they're going to take on the Butcher and the Blade and Kip Sabian on Rampage. We're also going to have Jungle Boy Jack Perry in action. I wonder who he's going to face. I don't care. Probably Lee Moriarty. Who cares? Also, we're going to hear from Mr. Chicken Man himself. The man who had an epic fucking match with Jay Lethal 2 weeks ago. That man is Mark Briscoe. Yes. Yes, Mark Briscoe on Rampage. We're going to hear from him. I don't know what he's going to say. I would assume they're going to maybe, hopefully, do the idea of having him go against Claudio Castagnoli for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. Or, maybe what they're going to probably do is Mark's going to announce that there's going to be a tournament for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts, and he's going to be there at Supercard of Honor to present the winners with the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts, which they really should just retire. But there's really no tag teams in the Ring of Honor besides the Kingdom and Shane Taylor Productions. I would say FTR, but they're away now. You got Dalton the boys, the Tate brothers. It's 4 teams. Who else? Got the Embassy, the Gates of Agony. That's 5. And then you have the Shinobi Suicide Squad of Cheeseburger and Eli Isom. You do something like that. So you have a tournament. You have 6 teams. But who wins that? I would say the Embassy will probably win that. They should, just to make my good friend Prince Nana happy. But then again, you know, what are you gonna do with the 6-man tag team belts that Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony have? Do they defend them against Dalton Castle and the boys or some other trio team? Or what do you do? And then you have Athena, who barely defends that the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. She barely defends it. We only see it maybe once or twice on Dark or Elevation anyway. And then the TV title, which Joe has, I don't know if he's going to defend it at Supercard of Honor. I assume he will against Wardlow, or it's just going to be a TNT title match at Revolution, if we know that's going to happen. So I don't know who's Joe going to defend against. Maybe it should be Mark Briscoe, but it's just me. Or if Mark doesn't face Claudio. And then you got the Pure Championship, which I think Wheeler Yuta has again. Who does he face? Who cares? Anyway, Wheeler Yuta's the type of guy that has a championship and nobody fucking cares about him. That whoever he faces, nobody cares in the match. Fuck Wheeler Yuta. Good lord. Well, that's that. But I'm glad we're going to hear from Mark Briscoe on Friday night. And let's see what he has to say. And as always, rest in peace, Jay Briscoe, you mighty great man up there. Reach for the sky, boy. That's pretty much it. Man up! Yeah, he's manning up and beating the fuck out of Bruiser Brody in heaven right now. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so that's on Rampage. Let me move on. Alright, now we go to your main event of the evening for the tag team belts. We had the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin Gunn, take on the Acclaimed, who come out by themselves rapping about the Chinese the Chinese balloon. And there's supposedly a third one out now. Oh God, what else is new? But thankfully we shot it down. The Chinese are all pissy. Oh, this is ours. This the debris is ours. They just want to do spy on the United States because they think they're superior to the United States when they're not. But then again, thankfully Joe Biden shot that fucking thing down. But I still think there's going to be a war in 2025. We'll see. Hopefully not. Because I think China will... If there's a war with the United States and China, forget it. It's over. It is over for the United States because China is going to be teaming up with Russia, probably Korea, well, North Korea, I think. And then against the United States, Canada, and everybody else is going to be at World War III. Global nuclear thermal war. War games. I said it before and I'll say it again. It is coming. Matthew Broderick predicted it, but he didn't say when. We all thought it was 2015, but... thought it was last year, too, but no. But it is what it is, I did watch some of Biden's State of the Union speech. The only thing good that he said, he said about Medicare and Social Security, that it will not be cut, and he will veto any law that wants that. These Republicans want to cut Medicare or Medicaid, I think. No, Medicare and Social Security. And Biden's like, nope, not gonna do it, not on my watch. I'm like, that's the only good thing you said. And then making all these, workers, these people that work at McDonald's, you should get paid what they should get paid, like $15 an hour, maybe more than that. That's them. Me, I make more than them, so I care less. But that's two things about that speech was the only good things he said. And then he starts getting into a shouting match with everybody after that. I'm like, turn it off. I'm out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm out. That's it. Now I'm probably going to get hit with fucking misinformation. I care less. I don't care about fucking YouTube slandering, striking me down for misinformation about the fucking elections or about ridiculous stuff in politics. I have no facts. Opinion, asshole. Susan. Fucking cunt. But anyway. Alright, let's get to the tag team match and then we're going to go to bed. Alright, so the Acclaim come out. No Billy Gunn, no Daddy Ass. So the Acclaim clear the ring. And we get Scissor Me Timbers as we go on the break. We come back. Bones comes back in to clean house after Max Caster got beat up a little bit. But then they go for the quick draw. Actually, I think the Guns go for the quick draw. And then the referee, the African-American referee, got hit in the face with an elbow. And he took that bump hard. He like... He got hit. He went out of the ring like he got shot. I was like, damn, you sold that motherfucking shot. Holy crap. And he was from NXT, so he got some seasoning in there. Holy crap. But anyway, Austin Gunn brings in the title belt, and then Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass, comes down to shove Owens out of the way of a belt shot. Then him and Colton start arguing, and Colton hits Billy with the other... Well, Colton Gunn hits Billy with the other belt. Then the Acclaim get back up. They hit the Arrival into the mic drop. They're about to retain the titles, but there's no referee. So Max Caster has to go around the ring, pick up, basically deadlift the fucking referee back in the ring. We get a 2 count. And I'm like, yeah, the tag title's going to change. I just know it. It was a stupid fucking referee. So Colton breaks the cover, even though the referee went 1-2, like a sloppy 1-2. Colton breaks the cover. Then we get a belt shot to the head. I think it was on Bowen. And the S Boys get the pin. 1, 2, 3, 10.5 minute match. So they are the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Not the way I wanted it to happen. I was thinking Billy Gunn would cost them. I guess they're going to hold off on that for a little bit. Maybe if the Acclaim get it back, maybe at Revolution. I don't know when, but we'll see. But now, where does the Acclaim go now? I mean, I would do a rematch at Revolution. Maybe have Billy Gunn in a Shark Tank above the ring or some shit. But I think it was just too soon for the Ass Boys to get the belts. Unless FTR, who's on vacation right now, are going to come back. Oh, my battery's about to die. Unless the FTR comes back, and they're going to beat the Ass Boys, become, I think, 2 or 3 time tag team champions. I would do that, and then let them hold it for another year. Then maybe face the Acclaim in a rematch, maybe down the line, maybe at Double or Nothing. But again, they win it, and then they probably face a team from New Japan, whoever the tag team champions in New Japan are. I don't even know who they are now. Shows how much I've been watching New Japan. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. I still think at Forbidden Door, we're going to get Mercedes Moné making her debut. Even though it's not an AEW pay-per-view, it's just AEW versus New Japan. I'm thinking we're going to see Jade defend the TBS Championship against Mercedes Moné, who could have the IWGP Women's Championship around her gorgeous waist if she beats Kairi next Friday at Battle of the Valley. And I think Okada's defending the title. I forget against who. I think Jay White's still there somehow. I thought he faced Akuyo, and then in that loser leaves AEW and New Japan match. I think he lost. There are people saying, "Oh, he's going to appear at the Rumble." No, he didn't appear at the Rumble. He's going to appear in Impact. No, not yet. Yeah, but he did. But he'll go back to Impact. No. So I don't know what's going on with the Jay White situation. I've seen some clips on the New Japan page and on the Twitter page and their Instagram. We see Jay White clips. I don't know if he's still there. So, I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, I still don't like the booking of the Ass Boys winning the titles. I think it was too soon. But maybe it was for a reason. Maybe they're going to hold it for a while until FTR come back from vacation. And then FTR is going to get the belts back. I would can't give it to House of Black because they're heels. You have to get to a face team. So I was going to say the Bucks, but then they're going to be like double champions. They're going to be the trios champions and the tag champions again. Could happen. So I don't know. Well, maybe they give it to Top Flight. I would give it to Top Flight right there. They're on a kind of a roll, but you know. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens with the tag belts next week on the program. And that's pretty much it. So, match was meh. Give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But all in all, after match, the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn are all stunned that they lost the belts. The fans are like, what? I thought that was just bad booking by Tony Khan. Just think. But that's all I got to say about that. So that ends the show. And I thought, Dynamite was a pretty solid show, wrestling-wise. The MJF promo was just weird. They put the women at 8:20. But, next week they're going to be back on at 9:30. And we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully we'll get more matches announced on Rampage. And probably next week on Dynamite, as we're going to be 2 weeks away from Revolution, so you gotta get some matches going on, especially for the pre-show. There'll probably be like 10, maybe 11 matches. I think Revolution will probably go to about 12 o'clock on Sunday, March the 5th. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Final rating for Dynamite, 7.5 out of 10 stars. Thought it was a pretty good show. And we'll see what happens this Friday night on Rampage. Like I said, we got Mark Briscoe on the show. We got Jungle Man Jack Perry in action. We got the Blackpool Cut Club against Kip Sabian, the Butcher and the Blade, and really that's it. And then we got yeah, I said Gentleman Jack Perry in action, and we got Mark Briscoe announcing something, or he's just gonna be on the show. I don't know if he's gonna do an in-ring segment. I doubt it. She should, but I think he's gonna do like a backstage interview, or just they're gonna show him on video, talking about maybe Supercard of Honor, or what's gonna happen with what happened with the tag belts, I should say. No, we'll see. That's good. It's good to see Mark Briscoe though. That's great. And that's it. All right. And then we got all that. And the bag of chips. Then we got SmackDown. Should be a pretty damn good show. This Friday night, we're gonna see what happens with Roman and Sammy going into their undisputed title match at the Elimination Chamber. We're gonna have more hype, hopefully, going into the Elimination Chamber with the United States title, I think we're having a Raw versus SmackDown match for the women. All the women in that match. So we're gonna see Asuka. It's gonna be nice, kinda, whatever. And then we got some other matches on the show as well. Oh yeah, we got Braun Strowman and Ricochet taking on the Usos if Jay appears. See what happens with that. I think Roman will be on the show to talk about with Sammy, and much more on SmackDown, and then on Rampage this Friday night on the programs, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, so I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Check out my NXT review in the description box below. Give it your love and support. Thank you for almost 450 views on my funny doctor video. It's a true story, by the way. I didn't make that up. It's a true story. True story about 7 strangers living in a house. I'm going at the wheel road thing intro. Thankfully, they don't have that on anymore on MTV. And MTV is garbage in itself anyway right now, because all they have is freaking really Jersey Shore. I did take Beavis and Butthead tonight. I gotta watch that. I'm gonna go watch that right now before I go to bed. We're gonna watch it, Butthead. We're gonna watch. Settle down, Beavis. Shut up, Butthead. That was cool. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch Beavis and Butthead. I'm gonna edit this video up and go to bed. I gotta work tomorrow. Get my Thursday on, and then get ready for the weekend, Valentine's Day weekend. Got that. I got some plans this weekend. I got the Super Bowl this weekend that nobody's gonna watch. I'm not even gonna care to watch it. I might skim through it, but watch some of the commercials. I already watched the commercial with Ozzy, Paul Stanley, and then a couple other rockers. I think it's for Workforce, some app. I think it's an app. I don't know what it is, but Ozzy's in there. Paul Stanley's in there. I think Rob Halford is in it. Good shit. That's a good commercial. And then we're probably going to get some trailers for the movies coming out this summer, like Avengers. I think Avengers is coming out this summer. And then a couple more movies coming out, like Creed 3. I think it's another one in March. John Wick Part 4. I am going to see it, because I've seen all 3 already. But I can't wait for 4 to come out. I already saw the last 2 Creed movies. 3 looks promising from what the trailer looks like. I think, Apollo Creed's son is fighting, I think the first, I don't know who it's some other guy, I forgot who he is. I thought it was Clubber Lang slumped for a second. I think I don't even know who it is, but I looked at the trailer, I even know who it is, so I have to look at it again. So that should be pretty good, coming out in early March. And then John Wick 4 is coming out. I think there's going to be another Avengers movie coming out for some odd reason. But there should be some good freaking summer movies coming out. Hopefully get some more good horror movies coming out. Like, Megan was just freaking insane. So hopefully we get some good horror movies coming out, this summer, going into the fall, the Halloween season. See what happens with that, and maybe we'll get a good game between the Chiefs and the pedophile Eagles. And I already have my pick So I would do TSL 56, my Super Bowl predictions, and then we'll get to that. We'll do that probably Super Bowl Sunday in the afternoon before the big game. We got Rihanna doing the halftime show with some surprises. I think we probably definitely see Jay-Z singing Umbrella, Ella, Ella. Probably see that. I think we're going to see Eminem. I think we're going to sing Monster. And maybe we'll see, what else would she did collabs with, I think we'll see, what's his name? You know, who's a goddamn, I think it was his name. She's going to sing Run This Town. I forgot who sings that. But probably do that song. She'll do Umbrella with Jay-Z. Probably do Monster with Eminem. A couple of other, maybe another hit, maybe another song or two. And some surprises here and there. But I don't even know who's doing the national anthem. But, I mean, I'm not really going to watch most of the game because I can care less about the game. There was a script leaked out that the Eagles were going to win 37-34. I hope that doesn't happen. But, I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. And, that's it. Got my, Valentine's Day, I'm going to celebrate Valentine's Day early, with the missus on the weekend. Get the good sex in and maybe some drunk sex, who knows, I don't know. But we move on with that, and I'm just going to enjoy my weekend, and, that's, pretty much it. So, you should too. So, hope you have a great weekend coming up. And if not, well, too bad for you. That's it. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Gilmore signing out. Peace out. Rock on and rock on with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, motherfuckers, just too goddamn bad. Just too goddamn bad. Because I ain't going anywhere. And you're going to have to learn to live with it, like Ric Flair said. And that's it. Because if you're not down with that, too bad. Because I got 3 words for you. Fuck you! Man, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll probably see you again, maybe on Friday, maybe Saturday. Who knows? But I'll see you when I see you. And until next time, go fuck yourselves, and adios. Peace.